Hello, everyone. I am here for a special edition of my Spill the Tea on a Tarot Deck video series. It's a special one because it's not a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck. It is new and it's very special because it was gifted to me by a friend um, who bought this for herself at some point and has now passed it on to me. And I am ever so grateful for this friend. She is someone I've known since fifth grade, maybe. We actually went to Girl Scout camp together before we went to school together. So we've known each other for a very long time. And she is also my color street dealer, as I call her. So I am wearing some nail polish that she sent me for free because she's awesome like that. Because she thought it would look good on camera. And it just happens to match the oracle card she sent me. So I wanted to point that out. So Katie, thanks for the nails. Thanks for the oracle deck. And let's dive in and take a look, shall we? Of course, I have to be able to open it, which would be helpful. So it opens this way. I should probably show you the box. I am all over the place, clearly, but here we go. That's the box. Okay. It opens with the side hinge, which I love. There's there. It has the little pull string. We have a nice thick book to go with it. And look at these cards. All right. So I will say that I do have oracle cards. I don't have a lot of them. Most of them I actually left at my parents' house, and I only, other than this one, which is new, I only have a couple decks here. One is a Shakespeare deck because I like Shakespeare, and the other is a Kabbalah deck, which I need to go through. I have mixed feelings about Kabbalah when it comes to stuff. I feel like I need to do more Kabbalah research before I start using it in my tarot practice, but I don't know. We don't need to get into that. So this is my third oracle deck that I have here, and it's all crystals. So I'm just going to flip through these and show them to you. And I don't know if you can pick up on it, but there's like a little face in all the crystals here. So when you read them, you're not just looking at the crystal and saying like, oh, aqua or quartz. I think it's pretty. You're also looking at the face and thinking like, oh, what is the face trying to tell me? How does the face make me feel? I have not used these yet. I look through them and I look through the book and I thought, ooh, I'm not quite ready to do this yet. Which is more about the fact that I'm just not really someone who uses oracle cards anymore. I used to use them a lot more. I used to actually pull an oracle card once a day. Maybe even before I was pulling tarot cards once a day. But the deck I was using for that, which I should have here, I don't know why I don't. It's a small deck, so after a while, you see all the characters in the oracle deck. It was like a goddess one, and it just felt really redundant. This, on the other hand, has 58 cards, so it would take me a while to get through them all. So I should probably add this to my daily ritual and pull one of these alongside my daily tarot cards that I pull, and it might give me some further insight. And I do love crystals. I mean, who here doesn't, right? So it is really nice to be able to have a deck of cards with the crystals on them. And I'm not really good at recognizing crystals or knowing what they're for. So who knows, maybe this can help with that. Pyrite I recognize, that's a pretty recognizable one. I'm also really good at recognizing quartzes and amethysts and selenite, which we just saw. That's about it though. So these are the cards. Tiger Eye is my favorite. All right. And I never knew before this that there was watermelon tourmaline. Like, if this actually exists in nature, I want one. I'm just saying. So these are the cards. And now, let's take a look at this very, very thick guidebook. And the back right here has Colette Baron Reid, some information about her. She is the creator of this deck, and her name is one I actually recognize. So I must know her from other oracle decks or card decks that she does, and there's a whole list here. I don't have any of these, but some of them look interesting, so maybe one day. All right, so welcome to the Crystal Spirits Oracle. So she gives her little, introduction here. How to work with this oracle. And she does go like very in depth here. And I love the examples of readings. I think this is maybe like the most valuable part of the guidebook, almost more so than the meanings of the cards themselves. Because of course, if you're using your intuition, the meanings only, they only get you so far, right? But your intuition can get you further. But I love, she does a lot of, she has a lot of examples. So she has a situation about a guy named John. And the question John's asking is, what do I need to know in this situation? And he pulls number 3, Amber. So it gives you the meaning of it and the whole rundown of what that means. And he also asks, where am I headed if I stay the course? And what action should I take to achieve the highest good? And you get information on all 3 of those cards that were pulled for John. Elizabeth has an investment opportunity. So here are the questions she asked and the cards she pulled and how you figure out what they mean. And then from there, I know that's only 2 examples, but I feel like they're very in depth. So then we have some spreads. So there's 1 card reading, and she gives a few suggestions for what questions to ask. 2 card readings. She has like a fill in the blank question and some other suggestions. And then of course 3 card reading. And she has a couple different versions of that. There's a past, present, potential future, and a now, next right action, and potential. She also talks about a clarity card, and then reverse and upside down, and how to read them according to her. And then, so here's another example. She did a reading for this deck for you, which is maybe something that I could have done for you viewers, but I'm still figuring this deck out, so I haven't done that yet. This would help with that, though. I should get on it. So she, always asks her decks that she creates questions. And then she does a little reading. And so again, you have it's a sample reading, but it's an actual reading that she did for herself for this deck. And so you get all the details for that. And then she goes into the cards, their messages, and their meanings. And so you get a black and white picture of each card, the essential meaning, and then information. And then relationship message, prosperity message, crystal spirit, and meditation. So you get a lot of information on each of these cards, which is why this book is so darn thick. I mean, there's just so much information in here. It would take me days to read this. Days. Just days. Not sure how good a job I'm actually showing you this book, but I mean, it's so thick. So here's that 58th card, and then there's acknowledgments, and that's pretty much it. Just and about the artist, so you get to learn about Jenna Della Grattaglia. Hope I didn't butcher that. So she's the actual artist, but then the author is Colette Baron Reid, and so there's more about her there as well. And then about Hay House, who's the publisher. Although now that I realize that Colette Baron Reid isn't the illustrator. Clearly, I wasn't paying super close attention when I went through this guidebook earlier. I'm like, how come only she gets a picture? Why doesn't the person from New York with the Italian name that I may or may not have butchered, uh, Jenna Della Grattaglia, how come she doesn't get a picture? Just saying. Anyways, I'm looking forward to using these cards and maybe using this as a springboard to get back into Oracle cards, which I haven't really paid close attention to as of late. So Katie, my friend, thank you for the cards. Thank you for the nails. Thank you for thinking of me. To all the viewers, I hope you found this helpful. I would love to hear what Oracle cards you use. And, as always, if you want a reading from me, maybe not with the Oracle cards, but maybe with them, who knows? You can reach me at info@spillthetealeaf.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, you can comment on this video as well. And, tell me what you think of these and other Oracle decks you've used. And if you would like information on color streets that you can also have cool looking nails that may or may not match your decks at home, let me know, and I can definitely get you Katie's link so that you can get started on that journey as well. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.